Hey everybody, my name is BlakJak. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed 2. Last time we collected all the feathers, glyphs, and viewpoints, as well as a few of the treasures, in San Marco, the area in Venice. And this time we're going to be doing an Assassin's Tomb. I believe it's Amunet's Assassin's Tomb, as well as, I want to say one, maybe two story missions? I think it was just one. I think it's a long one. I think it's a tailing mission.
He won't escape.
So I was like, no, that's a good spot to end it in. I don't wanna make the rest of the story missions. We could do that in the next video. Where we're gonna fly by Chinatown, you know what I mean? Anyway, so what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna have to find a way around this building. So remember that area where we were climbing in the last video, if you guys saw it, where all the boxes were and like the scaffolding stuff. We're going to be seeing it again for another mission, or for a mission in the next video. But I guess I'll show it to you again. We're going to be using that to climb this building. So the Basilica of San Marco doesn't really have a good face to climb it. So we're going to need to like go around, and I could have sworn I just saw a mailman right there. So we're gonna need to go around, and honestly, I wasn't really feeling the whole running around the thing. So I took a little swim after being chased by some of the polizia, some of the guards. Cooper is cooked, you know what I'm saying? And I found that I could climb up this thing right here. And then there's a scaffolding that's just kind of dangling off the edge, and you can grab onto here. And this is a good spot to climb up here too. It's just one of those buildings in the water that you can find, and it will lead you on the other side of the fence that has a treasure, as well as the entrance to the Assassin's Tomb. And I believe this is the last treasure I didn't pick up in San Marco, but I figured we'll pick it up when we go to the Assassin's Tomb, which is down here. So we're going to enter the San Marco's Basilica, and I believe, if I recall correctly, and I'm going to say it now, my memory is not the best, but I want to say this is Amunet's, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, honestly, tomb. But this is BlakJak's wife from Origins, the tomb of his wife, which I thought was fucking dope. Coming back to Assassin's Creed 2 and seeing, like, new characters actually having a place in Assassin's Creed, like the lore, is so fascinating. Like, I thought that was just a really cool thing. I love that they actually made a story of one of the assassins in these little assassin's tombs. And I wonder if they actually brought Darius in as well. I don't know if they did, but I mean, he killed Xerxes, and I figured that should be prime for Odyssey, you know what I mean? That'd be pretty cool. So I don't know, I haven't played Odyssey yet, but it'll be a little different experience, I suppose, playing that one. So this tomb, unlike a lot of the other ones, is a little more of a puzzle. You see, what happens is you step on these little books, and they're little switches, right? And the switches set off a timer, and then you got to parkour your way around the building until you can make it over to this little hanging switch. This little like lever thing, this little chandelier thing. And your time, now you don't know the exact time, but if you look on the walls, there should be like a little red dot, and if you stare at it long enough, you actually see that it moves over time. I mean, well, you can see it moving, but yeah, so it's like the little red dots on the little wall, the little yellow dot. They're all over the place. That is a timer. If the red dot touches the yellow dot, it resets. Now, if you fuck up poorly, like I tend to do in these parkour missions, mostly because Ezio loves doing stupid shit, you can always just jump back onto the book and re-push it, and it resets the timer. So you don't have to like wait for the whole timer down. You could just reset the whole thing. But yeah, it looks like we're about halfway done with the timer, and we're already at the switch. So, like, the timers are relatively generous. We're going to climb up this organ. And, yeah. Shouldn't be too bad. And then we just jump across. The timers are not that, they're not that, like, unforgiving. They're actually surprisingly long times. And I like to think that this doesn't reset. Just someday in modern time, this building is going to be like looked at, and then it's like, why are there 4 levers in the 4 quadrants of this building? So I remember in art history we used to talk about like architecture and like buildings and stuff like that, as well as like archways. We talked about like specifically like churches like this where they are shaped in a cross, and I forgot there's actually like a specific reason for it outside of it just being like you know, it's a Jesus thing. Like there was actually like specific reason for it. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done art history in quite a few years, so if any of you scholars want to enlighten us in the comments, please teach me a thing or two. I would love it. I would love to read your comments about architecture, the archways, and like any fun little art history facts so that I can spew them out to my friends who don't want to hear anything about it. Just so that I can be like, I read this off the internet, and I'm better than you. The last part's not true, but... But I don't know, I just like talking about stuff. I feel like being like, oh yeah, you know, ancient old cathedrals are in the shape of crosses because X, Y, Z. You know? Why the fuck not? Like, I know, like, Gothic architecture, a lot of it was to bring in as much light as possible. That's why there's, like, so many windows in, like, Gothic buildings. Flying buttresses and such. Bro, flying buttresses, that was, like, the best fucking thing. You tell me something dumb and I'm gonna remember it. Flying buttress is just dumb enough. If I remember correctly, those are like supports that you can see. Like if you ever see like Notre Dame, like if you ever see like Hunchback Notre Dame, for instance, the cathedral has like those giant archways that are like they kind of look like half arches that connect to the side of the buildings. Those little archways, they're called buttresses. They're called flying buttresses. They're just meant to support the building. They're just external supports, if I remember correctly. I don't know if they're like specifically like a Gothic style architecture design thing. I don't remember that from art history. I just remember the term flying buttress and the vague reason behind it was support. I don't know if there's anything more than that. There probably is. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Nope, still not what I meant to do. Jump backwards, Ezio. You got this. Ezio, we're about to run out of time. Oh god. And like all good time limits, that doesn't actually have a corresponding time countdown. It gets more dramatic and more deadly sounding the closer to time's up it gets. Like in Sonic, when you're drowning, the little noise. Did anyone else like get anxiety about that? You die, you're like just stuck. There's a Marble Hill Zone. You're stuck in the bottom of Marble Hill Zone. You can't get out of that fucking thing. You can't find a bubble. You play Sonic Advance 3, I think, the one with the snowboarding minigame. Anyone ever play that one? Fuck my life, bro. There's like this one ice level, and I swear to God, like there are areas that like trap you and you can't do anything. You just gotta wait for the countdown to start up. Either I'm really bad at Sonic games. No, that's about it. Alright, I'm just really bad at Sonic games, honestly. Or like that level design was bullshit. But the amount of fucking times I've died to the drowning sound effect will haunt me forever. So here I am, pulling a stupid. I don't know what I was thinking, and I was like, oh, I was supposed to go across the thingy. So yeah, my bad. So we're gonna touch the little book. It resets the timer. As you can see, the timer kind of resets. And then we're gonna do this the correct way. We're gonna climb up here. Okay. We're gonna climb up here, jump across the little flagpole, up on the little scaffolding, up on the box. We're gonna nearly fall down. We're gonna wall run. Okay. Well, hold on. There's still enough time. Hold on, I can fix this. You mean to tell me that I could bypass all my parkour stuff with parkour? That's crazy. What? Get out of here. And then when we make it up to this little ledge here, instead of going to the right like I did, or am doing now, I don't know why I keep doing that. You're supposed to jump across these little crosses right here. So crucifixes. Yep, we're almost there. Come on. And then we're going to hop, skip, jump across the thing. And make it. And then we can jump across. More than enough time, see? And with that, we open the assassin suit. Yeah, I didn't think I needed to cut that out. I figured, like, yeah, it was actually not too bad. Can you imagine the actual building having a secret chamber like this? How funny would it be if there actually is one? It'd be wild. And does it, like, reset when I leave? So, yes, this is... Oh, God, there are dead bodies here. What the fuck? Okay. Cool, thanks. Well, anyway, this is Amunet. She, remember her? She's the one who killed Cleopatra with the asp. It's a poisonous snake. What? I don't remember that happening in Origins. Oh well. Thank you, by ex-wife. See you later, Raquiesca in Pace. Yeah. As I desecrate your grave. My bad. Deuces. The one assassin you probably wouldn't want to do that to. Desecrate her grave. Her husband was fucking fighting gods and shit, and I'm over here dancing on her fucking grave. I'm just saying. Hallowed be thy name. Hallowed. So I wonder. I don't know what that means. What is like? I know I've like when you pray whatever, like hallowed be thy name. Like that's just like a prayer line. But like specifically, what does that mean? Like, what does the term hallowed mean? Because like we have Halloween. You know what I mean? Like Halloween or Hallows Eve, the day before Saints Day or All Saints Day. But like I never understood what that meant. And of course you have like Bleach and like the Hollows and whatever, but like those are like their own thing. But I don't know if it's like supposed to be like a representation or like a reference to the term hollow in this context. Like what does that mean? I could look it up, but it's way more fun to ask questions from spectators and then see if they actually say something stupid on the internet. And I would definitely probably not look it up and be like, this is what it means, and then have someone in real life be like, that's not what it means, and then totally get punked by rando viewers on the internet. Yes, I need healing. Heal me. Yes. I'll take the breath of life if you have it. Thank you.
Where is Emilio?
I told him to be here.
You told him yourself, in person?
Yes, myself, in person. I'm concerned that you don't trust me.
As am I. Perhaps you'll arrive with the others. Walk with me.
So we're going to be tailing Silvio, and I believe this is Carlo.
So,
Where'd Bobby go?
things in the palace.
Honestly, it's difficult. Mocenigo keeps his circle close. I've tried to lay the groundwork, making suggestions, but he has other voices at his ears.
Then you must work harder. You must become part of his inner circle.
See, I understand. But it's harder than I expected.
And why is that, Carlo?
I don't know, he just... the Doge doesn't like me.
I wonder why.
It's not my fault. I keep trying to please him. I learn what he craves and I have it delivered. The finest jams from the orchards of Sardinia, the newest fashions from Milano.
Yes, and that's called being a sycophant.
A what? What did you call me?
A doormat. A flatterer. A bootlicker. Need I go on?
Bastardo. You don't know what it's like. You don't understand the pressure in there.
Oh, I don't understand pressure.
No, you have no idea. You are a government official. I am 2 steps from the Doge himself. I am beside him day and night. You wish you could be where I am.
Are you done?
Hardly. You listen to me now. I am close. The Doge can be recruited to our cause, I'm sure of it. I need a little more time.
Time is not a thing we have in great supply.
So, from the little that I do know, it seems that Emilio, sorry, not Emilio, Carlo, and Silvio here, these 2 assassins, Templars, from what I can understand, may not have existed.
Me. Can't we sit down inside somewhere?
Do you know anywhere truly safe to discuss things such as these?
Yeah, so I don't really know much. I want to say that they're not real people, but I'm not 100% positive on that claim either. Let me know down below if you do know, or any resources that I can use. Always interested in learning about Assassin's Creed stuff.
Buongiorno, cousin. Signor Carlo?
We thought Emilio would be with you.
Emilio is dead.
What? How?
The assassin. The same one who hunted down the Pazzi. He's here in Venezia.
E così? Silvio, did you not know? He could be anywhere. He could be here right now and we might not even know. He struck Emilio inside his own palazzo.
And so, what of our plans?
There is no longer time for subtlety, my brothers. We must act now.
But Marco, I'm so close. A few more days, if I can just...
No. It happens this week. We should keep moving.
And what does the Spaniard have to say of this change of plan?
You can ask him yourself soon enough.
He's here? From Roma?
So I've heard.
Good. And perhaps he's made a decision.
About what, cousin?
About which of us shall step into the robes of the dog.
I didn't know there was a decision to be made. Surely the choice is obvious to all.
Obvious indeed. It should be the one who organized the entire operation. The one who came up with the idea of how to save the city.
There is no lack of value in tactical intelligence, good Silvio. But it is wisdom one needs to rule. Do not think otherwise.
Calma, calma, amici. Please. There's no need for this. You know it's not up to either of you. For all we know, you may not even choose a barbarigo. And why not me? I'm the one who's done all the hard work.
Basta! We wait for his arrival.
Are you sure he's coming?
Yes!
Signori, we should move a little faster. I feel eyes on us.
Thank you, Dante. We will move at your pace.
This guard's a good find, cousin. How much did you pay for him?
Perhaps not as much as he deserves. He saved my life on 2 occasions, though he's not much of a conversationalist.
Come.
Enough with your inane prattle.
The choice of Dojo was never up to any of you, and you were never given permission to make plans.
Forgive us, Maestro. We wish only to serve.
The plan is this. Dojo Mochenigo will die tonight. And once the deed's been done, Marco shall take his place.
Vi ringrazio umilmente, Maestro.
Good. Messer Grimaldi, you are closest to Mochenigo. You work the most vital. Serve us well, and it won't be forgotten. Walk with me. I don't want any blood spilled, you understand? It must appear to all that it goes quietly.
What is the meaning of this? Maintenance of the peace and troubles? I know my...
When are you closest?
I have full run of the path. He may not care to hear what I have to say. He trusts me by now as one of his own.
Bravo. Then I want you to infiltrate the kitchen and poison his meal.
So be it.
Marco, can you furnish us with a suitable toxin on short notice?
I defer to my cousin. That is really his area of expertise.
Ah, Silvio.
I am at your service, Maestro.
What can you bring to get this done?
I will confer with my associates in the streets, but chances are good that I can procure some cantarella.
Yes, and what is that?
That is a most effective form of arsenic and difficult to trace.
Ah, va bene, va bene. Then it's decided.
So Marco and his brother Agostino are real people. They were real doges, and seems like they're going to try and kill the doge tonight. But we have to figure out a way to stop that from happening. Amazing. But it seems like their conversation isn't quite over yet. These fucking guys at the boxes are mad annoying.
Oh my! I've dropped
Faction was following has been lost, and they started talking to some more guys. And now we can eavesdrop on the Rialto Bridge. Eventually.
Forgive me, Maestro, but is this not perhaps a tad dangerous for you? Involving yourself so intimately with the minutiae of our plans.
I feel the need to involve myself more directly. The Pazzi disappointed us in Firenze. I pray you will not do the same.
Do not worry this time. The Pazzi were a bunch of foolish...
The Pazzis were a potent and venerable family, reduced to rubble by one young assassin. Do not underestimate this troublesome foe, who now haunts your city. Or the same fate will befall the Barbarico. I want this done promptly. Bene, I must return to Roma. Time is of the essence. Do not fail us.
Idiota sono. I should have kept my eyes on them. I need to go and see Antonio if I have any hope of salvaging this mess I've made.
But we will do that in the next video. But before we go, wait, I wonder if the Pope, not the Pope, Rodrigo, was he a cardinal? By this point, he must have been. This has to be like super late in his career. Because I know, like, by now he has like super influence. Like if he's in Rome, that means like he's like a big player in like the religious scene. But we're gonna try out Venetian wine for a little while, and then we'll check out maybe the Assassin's contracts in the next video. Maybe. We'll see. It depends. Maybe we'll fly, maybe we'll kill. Who knows? I don't think there's many Assassin's contracts, if that Makes you guys feel any better. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.